Hey guys, so yeah, my hair is kind of insane. I got dressed, but I haven't done my hair yet, so yeah, but I did on the music video. Um, kind of, even though it's not October yet, I really wanted to make like a Halloween video. Halloween-ish, sort of ish. I don't know. Why am I saying ish so much? I don't know. But yeah, it kind of goes along with Halloween because you know Halloween's all like scary and stuff like that. It's not a scary story. It's not a creepypasta. I swear to you guys. If I'm going to do any of those, I'm doing them on a separate channel that I have not created yet. You guys will know, because I'll be like, oh hey, I created another channel, guys. Yeah, go check it out, guys. It's pretty cool, guys. So I make fun of people who say guys. I'm sorry. Guys. Well, look at me, even when I don't want to. No. I don't know, this lighting makes me look like I have something on the unibrow, and I swear to God that I don't. I have like a red mark across here, but my eyebrows bend here and here. So, you know, there's something. I might get anything like shadows and stuff. Like that. I don't have anything. They're just gonna stare at my eyebrows all the time, aren't you? I know you guys will do that. My beautiful eyebrows aren't really beautiful. Anyway, so I ended up on the dark underbelly of YouTube. Well, not the very dark underbelly of YouTube, just the oh, I wanna watch videos about speaking of, so I woke up this morning. I don't know why I'm so emotional today, but I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, okay, so I wanna watch something from Disneyland, or Disney World. So I typed in Disney World, and they have that like Ultimate Tourist or whatever channel, and they have all their Disney World crap, and they had one that was like the Dream Along with Mickey show, and they had the princesses on, and I was sitting there watching it and crying. Why? I don't know. It's a happy thing. It's like the happy music and your rainbow will come shining through, and your dreams, the dream that you wish will come true, and all of like the Snow White, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty music and pretty and dancing princesses and princes and stuff like that. And I'm just sitting there like, I didn't want to cry. It was making me. I was like happy tears. I never cry happy tears. I don't understand what was up with me. I'm just emotional today. I'm an emotional wreck. Always. Like I don't cry easily, and I'm like. Also, this shirt is just being really weird today. And I would like put up that I have a little bit of stuff there. It's look like this now. I had a little bit of like things that I don't want you to see because I've already seen it. Ah, that came out really wrong. I'm talking about cleavage. For you all who are wondering, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I had kind of a lot of it in the shirt, and I need to change it, but I just put it on because I needed to put on a shirt to make a video. Because that's what I do naked videos, believe it or not. Anywho, so it was like that, and then, you know, you watch all the rides and stuff. And then I'm fascinated by when rides break down and what, like, the procedures are and stuff like that. So, like, I've seen all, like, the California Adventure breakdowns and stuff like that. And then, obviously, you go down the, like, recommended videos section on the side. Over here, or I guess over here or something, whatever. I don't know how YouTube stuff works. It's on, like, the right side of the video. And I'm like looking down, scrolling down, all breakdown, blah blah blah, and then of course Disneyland deaths, and I'm like, what? So I'm kind of copying off somebody else, because there have been 10,000 people that have copied off of other people on this topic, so why not add a live person talking about them? Except I'm gonna see if I can get off of, so I have like a full page. Notes. They say say 9 deaths and lost their lives, but I don't believe that is true. And several guys have walked their lives on this island. That's true. Okay. Over 9 guests have been killed. They say 9 guests have been killed in the park since it opened in 1955. And all of the deaths, except for the 2 most recent, were results of guests who apparently ignored safety instructions and or defeated ride safety regulations. So May 1964, Mark Maples, a 15-year-old Long Beach, California resident, was killed when he tried to stand up on the Matterhorn boxcars. Maples, or his companion, foolishly unbuckled his seatbelt and attempted to stand up as the bobsled near the peak of the mountain. Maples lost his balance and was thrown from the sled to the track, fracturing his skull and ribs and causing internal injuries. He died 3 days later. So, yeah. And half these you have to think, okay, these people were just doing really dumb things and frankly kind of asking for it. It's sad that they died, yes. But, like, really. Like those guys that were in the Tower of Terror that got their seatbelts off and have their video up on here. Like, what would possess you to do that? You're gonna hit your head or something bad can happen, or you're gonna impale somebody else's head and break their neck. It's just like, why? What possesses you to do this? June 1966. Thomas Guy Cleveland, a 19-year-old Northridge, California resident, was killed when he attempted to sneak into DisneyLand along the monorail track. This was a bad one. Cleveland scaled his park's 16-foot outer fence on a grad night and climbed into the monorail track, intending to jump or climb down once inside the park. Cleveland ignored a security guard shouting warnings of approaching monorail train and failed to clear the track. He finally climbed down to the fiberglass canopy beneath the track. The clearance was enough. The oncoming train struck and killed him, dragging his body 30 to 40 feet down the track. That's a fun one. Just imagine being on that train. Oh, look at, why is there red on the window? Oh, body parts. That's nice. Yeah. August 1967. Ricky Liyama, a 17-year-old Hawthorne, California resident, all of these people live in California, was killed when he disregarded safety instructions and exited his people mover car as the ride was passing through a tunnel. Liyama slipped as he was jumping from the car and was crushed to death between the wheels of oncoming car. Also, if you didn't know, the people mover does not have an engine. These tracks are the engine, so don't ever plan on walking on the track, because that's just a bad idea. June 1973. Bogdan Dillaroth, a 19-year-old Brooklyn resident, drowned trying to swim across the rivers of America, which is in like the Thompson section. Dillaroth and his 10-year-old brother managed to stay on Tomsworth Island past its dusk closing time by climbing the track separating the island from the Brain Settlers Tavern. When they decided to leave the island a few hours later, they chose to swim across the river rather than call attention to the rope-breaking by appealing to cast members for help. Because the younger brother did not know how to swim, Dillaroth tried to carry him on his back as he swam to shore. Bogdan Dillaroth went down about halfway across the river. The younger brother remained afloat by dog paddling until the ride operator hauled him aboard the boat. But Bogdan was nowhere to be found. His body was not located by surgery until the next morning. It's like living in the chocolate factory and you get sucked down there like the opposite of the longer days. Like honestly, that's just you don't do that. Ooh, this one has an exact date. June 7th, 1980. Gerardo Gonzalez, a recent San Diego high school graduate, was killed on a people mover. You wouldn't think that it has so many deaths, but it has like the most deaths because they're like 2 long. In an accident much like the one that had befallen Ricky Liyama, 13 years later. Gonzalez, in the early morning hours of a grad night celebration, was climbing from car to car as the people mover entered the superspeed tunnel adjacent to the former America Things building. I love America Things. Gonzalez stumbled and fell on the track when the oncoming train of cars crashed. crushed him beneath the wheels and dragged his body a few hundred feet before being stopped by a ride operator. June 4th, 1983, Philip Strahm, an 18-year-old Albuquerque, New Mexico resident, also drowned in the rivers of America in yet another grad night incident. They just need to stop grad nights. No they don't, because grad nights are fun. Strahm and a friend, celebrating both their graduations and Strahm's 18th birthday, had been drinking quite heavily that evening. They sneaked into a cast members only area along the river and untied an inflatable rubber maintenance motorboat, deciding to take it on a joyride around the river. Unable to adequately control the boat, they snuck to a rock on Times Square Island, and Strahm was thrown into the water. His friend traveled back to shore 6 months. Strahm drowned long before his body was finally located an hour later, January 3rd, 1984. Dolly Rigg-Young, a 48-year-old Fremont, California resident, was killed on the Matterhorn in an incident remarkably similar to the first Disneyland guest's death near 20 years earlier. About 2/3 of the way down the mountain, Young was thrown from her seat in the path of an oncoming bobsleigh, her head and chest becoming pinned beneath the wheels. An examination of Young's sled revealed her seatbelt was not fastened at the time of the accident, but she was riding along in the rear car of the sled. No one could determine whether or not she deliberately unfastened her seatbelt. She was both housed. Passenger, accompanying. Ooh, Christmas Eve, 1998. These were in my lifetime, these last two. Okay. In a tragic Christmas Eve, this was in 1998. December 24th, 1998. In a tragic Christmas Eve accident, one Disneyland cast member and 2 guests were injured, one fatally, when a rope used to secure the sailing ship Columbia as it docked on the rivers of America tore loose, and the metal cleat to which it was attached. The cleat sailed through the air and struck the heads of 2 guests who were waiting to board the ship. Juan P. Dawson, 33, of Duvall, Washington, and his wife, Louise Dwaybaum, 43. Dawson was declared brain dead 2 days later and died when his life support system was disconnected. The accident resulted in the first guest death in Disneyland's history that was not attributed to any negligence on the part of their guests. It was a result of a combination of insufficiently rigorous ride maintenance and insufficiently experienced supervisors assuming an attraction operator's role, and prompted a movement for greater government oversight of the theme park operations and safety procedures. And September 5th, 2003, a 20-year-old man, Marcelo Torres of Gardenia, California, died and several other guests were injured when a locomotive separated from its track along the tunnel section of Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Torres bled to death after suffering blunt force trauma of the chest. And then there's the death of the cast member on America's Things. That was a fun one. Everybody loves that one. Okay, origins. And this is a true one again. Also known as the Carousel of Progress, I believe. The Carousel of Progress is shut down too? Or what's going on here? Let me figure this out. A little more than a week after Disneyland's refurbished Carousel of Progress Theater reopened as America's Things in 1974, an 18-year-old cast member was killed when she became caught between rotating walls and a stationary one. The Carousel of Progress had been shut down on the animatronic working shipped to Florida's Walt Disney World in 1973. The Disneyland attraction was then revamped and debuted on 29th of June 1974 as America Sings. Like its predecessor, the attraction featured an outer ring of 6 seating areas, which rotated around a stationary center, housing multiple stages. On the evening of July 8, 1974, an 18-year-old woman from Santa Ana named Deborah Dale Stone was working on the attraction's hostess. Her job was to greet each new audience as they settled into the seating area. Standing to one of the left standing to the left of the stage. She welcomed the guests over a microphone before the outer ring rotated and carried the audience to the first scene of the carousel. Around 11 p.m. that evening, Stone approached too closely to the area between the rotating theater wall and the non-moving stage wall and scratched to death between them. Ride operators were notified by a guest who heard Stone's screams from the adjacent theater. Immediately after the accident, America Cinemas was closed for 2 days with safety light and, well, a safety light that alerted the attractions operator whenever someone gets too close to the danger area was installed. Eventually, the solid walls were replaced with breakaway ones to prevent similar accidents from occurring. I figured that out. Speaking of breakaway walls, I believe there are more. I do think there are more questions that we find them. Ooh, there are incidents at all of them? We have an entire page of them. Oh, hey! 3 people were shot in in 1975. January 1st, 1975. 3 youths are shot in Tomorrowland. First reported large-scale gang fight. We had a murder victim on March 7th, 1981. A gang death on January 1st, 1987. Not the 3 youth shot, that was in 1975. Oh wait, that's not maybe January 1st, that just means they don't have the exact date. Okay. Unless it states otherwise. Billie Jean Mattei and family robbed in the parking lot in August 17th, 1995. Security accused of having DisneyLand guests. Oh, that's fun. In 1995. Person got hit by a stray bullet in the Disneyland Railroad. In Fantasyland. Overloaded keelboat flips. Gully Humper was loaded with 48 gallons home past 8:32 and began rocking from side to side while a routine trip around the island. The Gully Humper took over, dunking a boatload of guests. That's an injury. Oh, Jack. Okay. Luan feet. Oh wait, we already took that one. Sorry, a lot of these are injuries. I have a lot of injuries. Which I need to get excited like that. Somebody got thrown from the mad teacups. It's for them. That's why you hold on to your kids. Keep an arm around them, put them in the middle. Los Angeles. Oh. Disneyland, Anaheim, California. This is Disneyland. So, crash. Trying to copy marketing, but no. Zipporah Jacobs suffered a brain hemorrhage because she was jostled so bad inside the Indiana Jones adventure. Sorry, I'm sitting here looking because I have injury and death classifications and looking for death. In 2002, James Margolin has a heart attack on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Fun, he was 50. Death on Big Thunder Mountain. Oh, that's 2003 one. A couple of deaths on Big Thunder Mountain. They say they're on pages. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Disneyland. Happiest place on earth. Look for ghosts the next time you're there. No, I don't know if they're there for ghosts. Other than when they had like the Halloween parties and crap. Then you gotta look for it. Because I don't know how I view that face. Because that face is totally unattractive and doesn't look like me. I was like a little kid when I did this. Like, really. Like, falls too much pride. Like, this was originally one of these kinds of things going on, but there was that. That's the other side of that. So I'm just working with it. worker. But no. Anywho, so I'm gonna tell you friends. There have been a bunch of deaths at Disneyland. I'm sure they'll appreciate the information when they go there the next time. Um, I'm not sure I would have really enjoyed knowing that a bunch of people died on rides that I've kind of been on. Although, that's Disneyland, and I went to Disney World. I don't know how many people have died in Disney World, so I don't think I want to know, honestly. I'm kind of good with not knowing that one. Um, yeah, so it's a really, really creepy thing. Okay. So I'll see you guys later. I don't know. It feels like I'm on every other day video schedule apparently. I don't know. Anyway, I just want to make a video about this because it's just amazing. So I'll see you all later. Bye!